Hi folks, Craig Sirianni Vocal Studios. I thought it'd be fun today to do a before and after video. We haven't done one of those in a while. Today we have a student, his name is Steve. You might hear a little bit of echo in the beginning because I've got my headphones near the mic instead of on my ears. But we do these live. Steve is standing by live on Skype. Say hi, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
Ah, there he is. We're going to play you a little snippet of what Steve sounded like before he came to me. You got that queued up, Steve?
Yes.
All right, here it comes. I believe this is from Traviata Lungi da Lei, right?
Yes.
All right. That's good, Steve-O. So, again, pretty much what I always say in all my videos. What you'd expect to hear from typical university training. It's small, it's light, it's pretty. I mean, everything, Steve has always been a good musician, so everything he sings is very well interpreted, but that's a sound that you would not hear in a 2,000 or 3,000 seat auditorium. Steve, now by comparison, let's hear Steve now after a little bit of Sirianni studio training. You ready, Steve-O?
Yes.
Let's do. Let's see. What were we working on before? Little Canio from Pagliacci. Everybody remembers this. It's day and night, the way it's supposed to be. Thank you, Steve. That was very well sung, by the way. Bravo.
Thank you.
Very
Thanks.
good work. That is the sound. If you go back and do your research and listen to all the older Melocchi singers, that is the correct sound, the correct volume, the correct color, because Steve now is a real dramatic tenor, and that's the sound that was called upon to sing Canio. I don't care who they're hiring now. I really don't. Doesn't make any difference to me at all. But that's the sound that's supposed to be used when somebody sings Canio. So that's the difference between anemic vocal training and real man testosterone training. Sorry I had to say it, but you know what? It's kind of the truth. How about Steve's also the unusual dramatic tenor who can sing a high C on command. Trovatore, Di Quella Pira. We're not going to make it a long video, so we're not going to do the whole aria, just a snippet. Give us an allarme, Steve-O. There you go. That's a high C. On command, on tap, the way they should be. Anyway, that's a very, very clear example of where we all, including myself, where we kind of all came out of the university. And I was lucky enough, again, to go to Manhattan and train with Maestro Dr. Lamonaco, Tommy, I called him. And that's the only place where my voice actually grew. And now you hear how Steve's voice has grown. That's all I wanted you to hear today, folks. Before I let you go, though, one really quick rant, please, about social media. I never scroll the Facebook page. I use Facebook for advertising. I have to. Um, but I scrolled the other day and I was appalled. I have never seen so many people. I mean, apparently now you can just be whoever you want to, create a fancy website, and suddenly you are going to give the world all the vocal secrets that they require, whether you're a Broadway singer or an opera singer, to be like the greatest singer ever. Okay, a couple questions about that. First of all, most of these people look like they're 19 years old. So, how much stage experience do you think they've had? I'm thinking not that much. Okay? And keep in mind that a lot of what I teach is not something I learned in Lamonaco's studio, but I learned by the seat of my pants on stage in front of a live audience where you learn most of this. And the students that I work with get the benefit of somebody who's been there. Again, I say a lot of the same things in the videos. Ask these, and here's the miracle: they all look like they're 19 years old. So, I mean, it's amazing. Ask anybody that you're thinking about working with, ask them for a resume of their live stage performance experience. It's an easy question. It shouldn't offend anybody. Mine's been online since I started teaching over 10 years ago, and it's still there. I'll tell you where to find it. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. We got some other things too. We got gadgets now. Okay? We got things you blow into, right? They're going to improve and make you the greatest singer ever. We got powders. You mix in water. You drink the magic powder. We got magic candy bars. Come on. Really, folks? We've had snake oil since the gold rush. Okay? Way back then. Okay? It didn't work then. It doesn't work now. I think I've done this in almost every video I've done, but I'll do it again. Look, you don't blow any air when you sing. There's a term in Italian. It's called inhalare la voce. Inhale the voice. Breathe in the air. It should feel like it's going back in and down. You don't blast anything out of your mouth. So all these things that you are blowing in, you paid a lot of money for. I don't think they're going to do anything for you. Look. That's how much breath it takes to blow this flame out. Like I keep saying, you don't blow any air. I use the doctor analogy all the time too. Your life is hinging in the balance of surgery. So you got two doctors. One says, listen, don't worry about a thing. I've read about how to do this surgery hundreds of times. You got another guy who says, listen, don't worry. You're in good hands. I have performed this surgery for over 20 years. Okay, you want to work with a teacher who has been on stage, because that means that they've worked the technique that they're teaching. You can't just read a couple of books, be very well spoken on the internet, and not have done anything. Why would you pay anybody money to teach you something that they themselves had never done? That makes no sense at all. You know what does work? Good technique, proven by experience. There's a few places you can find me. And if it's not me, please make sure you're going to find somebody who's been on stage for just as long so that they have that kind of background. CraigSirianni.com, that's my personal website. No, it hasn't been updated in 100 years, and I'm not going to. It's fine. It's got my resume on it. You can read the whole thing, see everywhere I've sung, and there's some links to YouTube, which brings me to the next one. You can just punch my name into YouTube, see all kinds of concert excerpts, operatic excerpts. I'm also on Facebook, Craig Sirianni Vocal Instructor on Facebook. And lastly, I'm on Instagram. One last question. If these folks have the magic formula for the magic technique, why aren't they out there using it themselves and singing? There's a question, huh, Steve-O? Anyway, Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll come back at you with some new before and after videos. Until then, take care.